Let's get into today's video. This video I wanted to share with you the integrative therapies and medicine that I've been doing. I'm going through traditional cancer treatment. We know that. I'm doing chemo, I'm doing all of that. I'm very much listening to my oncologist. I want to make that very, very clear that the things I'm going to share with you in this video are not replacing the treatment that I'm getting. They are adjuncts. They are things that are just helping me feel better while I go through treatment. So that does involve things like energy work, that involves things like meditation, acupuncture, massages, breath work, and these are all integrative therapies and non-traditional or holistic therapies that are adjuncts to the treatment that I'm getting. And I can say that since starting all of these, doing these therapies have helped a lot. So yeah, I just wanted to share like the things that I'm doing alongside the traditional chemo. Again, these do not replace the actual chemo. So let's get into the video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy the video.
Hello, my friends. The first clips here are of the morning routine I do nearly every morning as long as I have the energy to do so, which includes a lot of mindset work. First, I get myself a fresh glass of water with half a lemon squeezed into it. It's just a ritual I do. I drink this first thing before having any kind of coffee. I take my morning medications and supplements alongside it, and then I go straight into meditating. Lately, I've been doing meditations with instrumental or frequencies in the background, really practicing quieting my mind. Earlier on in my cancer journey, I did a lot of guided meditations. I usually pick based on how I'm feeling and what I feel would best support me that day, but I always do my meditation before anything else, especially before getting on or checking my phone. After I finish my meditation, I go down to grab my morning coffee. After I received my diagnosis, I switched over to decaf coffee in order to just do another thing within my control that would decrease the stress to my body and not spike my cortisol levels. I grab my coffee and head back up to journal and read. I've been journaling almost every day for 10 years now, and it has been so monumental in my healing. It helps me see my own thought patterns, get my emotions and thoughts onto paper, and helps me work through things in real time as I'm writing. Next, I grab whatever nonfiction or self-help book I'm currently reading. Right now, I'm finishing up Becoming Supernatural by Joe Dispenza. Next up, I'm showing you my energy healing and acupuncture appointment through my Integrative Medicine doctor's office. This type of energy healing is where an energy healer will call energy through the earth and essentially be a conduit, pouring the grounding, healing energy into my body through light touch. This is done in tandem with acupuncture, which I will share more about here.
Hello, my friends. I had my acupuncture appointment this morning, and so I wanted to show you guys a little bit of that. When I went in, they asked me what's going on this week, how I'm feeling, and then depending on what's going on and how I'm feeling, they'll do different spots on my body to help with the energy flow. They call them meridians, like different energy meridians. I think it's energy meridians. And so they'll target those different meridians to try to get things flowing and moving. And so we targeted immunity because I'm going into chemo in a couple days. We targeted just continuing to keep my bowels and digestion and everything going smoothly. And then we also targeted my hormones because my periods have gotten a little bit they've gotten irregular with chemo in the last several rounds. So that's what we targeted today, and I showed you little clips of kind of like what it looks like. It's crazy. You can feel some of the needles. You can't feel most of them. Some of them will hit just like little nerves or blood vessels, and those ones kind of pinch. But other than that, you can't really feel them. Like, so I like forget like where they put them in after I'm laying there for a little bit. So they like put them in and then you lay with them on there for like 20-30 minutes and just kind of relax. So yeah, that was that appointment.
Next, I only got a few clips on my phone of this, but every other week I have a craniosacral massage. This is a special type of massage that combines traditional massage with light touch and focuses on releasing tension not only in your muscles but also in your fascia. Now I'm showing you a remote Reiki session. Once a week, nearly every week during this journey, I've had the sweetest woman send me Reiki energy. This is different than the energy healing I spoke of earlier and focuses on clearing your chakras and sending healing energy and love and more. I also included exercise in this video. Physical movement and exercise are paramount when it comes to healing. It is one of the best ways to combat the side effects from chemotherapy, as well as deoxygenate the cancer cells and keep your body as strong as possible. It also helps your blood to create more of the white blood cells and red blood cells it needs as the chemo affects them. It also helps so much with my mental health and clarity too. Next up, I'll be sharing and explaining my breathwork therapy sessions, which have been one of the best things I have ever done for myself.
Oh, my face looks really puffy. Probably is. Anyways, I'm headed into breath work, so I wanted to record a little bit, and I will kind of explain more after because I'm kind of got a few minutes and I gotta get there. So I will explain to you guys after, but I'm headed into breath work.
All of this combined, along with receiving and taking supplements prescribed by my integrative medicine doctor, especially tailored to me and my body, have been so helpful for me on this journey.
I love being able to come into the city for certain things. It's a nice change of pace.
It has given my body so much extra support and healing on all levels, not just physically, but also mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. And it is my knowing and belief that to truly heal, all of these levels must be addressed.
Breath work, if you haven't heard of it, it is a type of somatic therapy. Somatic meaning body. So there's regular therapy where it's talk therapy. You're kind of in your head analyzing, processing, things like that. But that can only go so deep, right? Our subconscious mind and unconscious as well stores trauma, it stores trauma. And so if you've been through any kind of trauma in your life, there's only so much processing you can do in your mind before you need to go into your body and release what you couldn't in the past. And so that is what this breath work is helping me do. You can only go so far with talk therapy, and I feel like I have gotten to the point where I've processed everything that I can, I've analyzed, I've looked at it from every angle, and now it's just about releasing the emotion that has been stuck in my body. And this doesn't only help with like my mental, it also helps with my physical healing, because when we have stagnant stored energy, especially traumatic, unprocessed emotions, unprocessed trauma, I can go on about this, but when it's stored in the body, it can cause disease and it can cause physical ailment. And so part of what I'm doing to heal my body is to let go of and process through my body a lot of the repressed emotions and trauma that I've had and endured, in hopes that it will, not in hopes, but also just to do this because I've been feeling called to do this for so long. Feels like now's the right time. So anyways, with breath work though, specifically, you're using your breath to go into your subconscious and unconscious and get out of your head, and things will happen during the session. Like I'll just start crying out of nowhere. No memories are coming up or anything. It's just like I've tapped into a stored energy or emotion in my body, and it's being released. Or I'll shake or something like that, where there's energy moving through my body. Today's experience was, I would say, the first like transcendental experience that I've had. This is the first time where I got into a very meditative, hypnotic state, I would say, from the breath work. There was some emotional release, but beyond that, I just felt like I was in a different dimension. Like time and space were not a thing. Didn't know where I was, not in a scary way. It was beautiful. Like you just are letting go, and then your body is able to process because you're totally out of your mind. Not like that. Like you're out of thinking. You're not thinking your way through things. You're not letting your mind take over and analyze and overthink and all of that. And so yeah, today was my first experience like that. I feel like every experience I've had so far has brought me a little bit deeper, a little bit deeper, a little bit deeper. That's what this breathwork was. And yeah, so that was a little glimpse into my week and like some of the other holistic integrative therapies that I am doing alongside everything. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.